Hi, my name's Rachel Lynch, and today I'm going to be talking about pets as gifts. Here are my note cards. So to start out, pets should never be given as gifts to children, especially if they lack responsibility. A lot of parents will get their children gifts, pets as gifts or rewards for good grades, good behavior, birthday presents, things along those lines. A lot of children tend to lack responsibility, and this comes in all shapes and sizes, especially if they lose interest, which that goes along the lines of responsibility. A lot of times a child will get a toy, and after they're done with it in a couple days they'll want a new one, and these are not how pets should be treated. A lot of parents don't think about the finances, like the necessities for a pet, vet bills, food, toys, and in the end, a lot of times the care does get taken over from the parents, from the children to the parents. And a lot of people don't think about the long haul. This comes with commitment. A lot of people, they just get a pet on a whim and they don't think about the future and what they're going to do with it when they go on vacation or when they visit family members, things like that. Pets are not toys. Again, they can't just be thrown aside when you're done with them or given away or left on the street. A lot of people don't think about the lifespan of a pet as well. They are a 10 to 15 year commitment, and a lot of people, they'll just want a puppy, for example, for the puppy stage, and then they get older and they're like, oh, what do I do with them? That is not okay. A lot of people do not plan. They get this pet on a whim. They have no idea what to do with it after, and they're just done with it, don't want it anymore. A lot of people do little to no research as well. They will get a dog, like a husky, for example, and they might live in an apartment building, and huskies they're really active animals. They need to be walked a couple times a day. They need to run, and obviously they can't do that in an apartment. So some alternatives for gifting pets or giving them to your children as a reward for things like good grades or good behavior is a gift certificate for the fees for the pet. If you're planning to get it in the future, not right away. Pet toys as well for the future. They can get like food and water dishes or fun things to plan for this animal. Caring for a living thing is not only a huge responsibility, but a privilege. And these pets are man's best friend. So they shouldn't just receive them for fun. A lot of people will throw these pets away, take them to the shelter, drop them off somewhere. This is not acceptable. Once you get a pet, you need to be with it until its end of life, basically. A lot of people don't consult the recipient. A lot of times if you get a teenager, like a cat, they're like, well, I'm too busy, I work, or I have school. They should be talking to the person before they get this animal. A lot of people do give away their pets that they give or receive as Christmas presents, and this is why shelters are really, there's huge overflow in shelters all over the country in January and February because Christmas is over, and these pets, the commitment, these people are just not up for it because they weren't consulted about it. A lot of people don't think about animal cruelty as well. Small children may cause unintentional harm to these animals, especially small pets that are really fragile, like hamsters and guinea pigs. If they're dropped by accident from even 2 feet, they could die. They could get their bones broken. Fatal injuries fall under that. People should educate others that pets are a huge responsibility instead of just giving them away or receiving them or, again, getting them on a whim. And in a lot of cases, animals will fight back if they're hurt on accident. For example, I know somebody that stepped on a dog's paw on accident and it went to nip at them, and the parents weren't happy and ended up giving the dog away that they've had for 10 years, and that is not acceptable. In conclusion, pets should not be given as gifts. Again, most of the time pets become the parents' problem. If a child, like, again, as a child receiving a pet, they get bored real easily. They treat it as a toy. Once it's not a puppy or a kitten or a baby anymore, they don't want it. It's no longer fun. This is when it needs trained. It needs to be taken outside to use the bathroom daily. They have to find things or places for this pet to go on vacation or when they go to New Year's. Or not New Year's, to visit relatives, I'm sorry. A lot of times these pets will be neglected also. Again, they'll be put in shelters. As you can see here, people leave them on the street. They don't feed them because they don't have the proper funds for this. A lot of people, if they have a pet they don't want to deal with, for like a dog again, for example, they will tie it outside in the yard and forget about it, tie it to a tree, give it a little house, especially in the winter, colder months. This is not okay because, I mean, especially if they're starving, what are they supposed to do? They don't have any fat on their body to keep them warm. At that point, you should try and find another owner. Also, again, this is why shelters are, because of neglect and abuse, they receive huge overflow, especially at the end of December into January and February. And these pets could be left on the street. So again, I recommend that nobody should give pets as presents or rewards for things like good behavior again. And they should really do the research before they get this pet, and just think about, in the long haul, the commitment that they're going to have to make, the responsibility. They can't just be thrown aside. You need to take action and take care of this animal that you get for your family. You can't just, because children do lack responsibility, especially at young ages, you can't just pin all of it on them and expect them to just go along with it. You can't get mad at them when they forget to take the animal outside and it goes to the bathroom in your house. It's just not okay. So this is why I think pets should not be given as gifts. Thank you.